What if the purpose of education isn't graduation? What if the purpose of education isn't getting a job? What if the purpose of education isn't passing tests? What if we've confused the process with the purpose? Because somewhere along the line, education became a conveyor belt. Children enter one side, adults come out the other. And everyone celebrates because they survived the system. But survival was never supposed to be the goal. The goal was supposed to be something much bigger. The goal was supposed to be becoming fully human. The question nobody is asking: when a child graduates, what exactly are we celebrating? Do they know how to think? Do they know how to learn? Do they know how to solve problems? Do they know how to cooperate? Do they know how to create? Do they know how to survive? Do they know how to serve? Do they know how to care for the community? Do they know how to care for the earth? Do they know how to participate in a free society? Or did they simply learn how to pass through a system of authoritarianism? Because those are not the same things. The test trap. Many students learn one lesson very early. Will this be on the test? And honestly, can we blame them? The system often rewards memorization more than understanding, compliance more than curiosity, answers more than questions. Students quickly learn if this is on the test, if this is on a test, it matters. If it's not on the test, it doesn't matter. But life doesn't work that way. Life never hands you a multiple choice test. Life asks, can you adapt? Can you communicate? Can you build? Can you lead? Can you recover from failure? Can you help another human being? Can you create something valuable? Those are the real tests, and they never stop. What education should be. Education should not be about filling a bucket. Education should be about lighting a fire. The purpose of education is not information. Information is everywhere. The purpose of education is transformation. The purpose of education is helping a child become a capable human being, a human being who can stand on their own feet, think with their own mind, follow their own conscience, and contribute something meaningful to the world. One thing Rudolf Steiner understood deeply was this: education should develop the whole human being, not just the intellect, not just test scores, not just career preparation, the whole human being, head, heart, hands, thinking, feeling, willing. A child should not simply know things. A child should become something, because character matters, imagination matters, creativity matters, compassion matters, courage matters, responsibility matters. These are not extras. These are the foundation. I say, teach them how to think, not what to think. One of the greatest mistakes education can make is teaching children what to think. The goal is to teach them how to think, how to question, how to investigate, how to observe, how to reason, how to listen, how to change their minds when new evidence appears. A free society requires free thinkers, not people who blindly obey, not people who blindly rebel, people who think, and not people who look for authority to give them the answer, to tell them they are right. People who think. So, teach them how to learn. The future is changing too quickly for memorized answers. Many jobs that exist today won't exist tomorrow. Technology is evolving. Artificial intelligence is evolving. Society is evolving. The most important skill may be learning how to learn. Curiosity, adaptability, continuous growth. The student who can learn anything is prepared for any future. Teach them how to create. Every child should leave school knowing they can build something: a business, a garden, a piece of art, a community project, a book, a solution, a better future. Creation teaches responsibility. Creation teaches confidence. Creation teaches contribution. Teach them how to cooperate. The greatest challenges facing humanity will not be solved alone. Children need opportunities to work together, to communicate, to lead, to follow, to resolve conflicts, to respect differences, to contribute to something larger than themselves. Community is a skill, and it can be taught. Teach them how to serve. A meaningful life is rarely built around consumption. It is built around contribution. Children should regularly ask, who benefits from what I'm learning? How can I help? How can I improve my community? How can I leave this place better than I found it? Service transforms knowledge into wisdom. Teach them to care for the earth. The earth is not merely a resource, it is our home. Children should understand gardens, forests, rivers, wildlife, agriculture, stewardship. Not because it's fashionable, not because it's a political agenda, because reality demands it. A healthy future depends upon healthy relationships with the natural world. Teach them to participate in a free society. Freedom is not automatic. Freedom requires responsibility. Citizens should understand how communities function, how governments function, how economies function, how rights are protected, how responsibilities are fulfilled. Democracy only works when citizens participate. Otherwise, freedom slowly disappears. The question that changes everything. Maybe every lesson should answer one simple question. How does this help me become more capable? Not, will this be on the test? But, how does this help me contribute? How does this help me serve? How does this help me create? How does this help me become more fully human? Because when children see meaning, motivation follows. The real purpose of education? The purpose of education is not graduation. The purpose of education is not compliance. The purpose of education is not test scores, but that's what we have done. The purpose of education is to cultivate free, capable, creative, compassionate human beings who can think clearly, feel deeply, act purposefully, and contribute meaningfully. Not because someone tells them to, because they choose to. In closing, imagine a generation raised this way, a generation that knows how to think, how to learn, how to cooperate, how to create, how to serve, how to care for the earth, how to strengthen their communities, how to participate in a free society. That generation would not merely inherit the future, they would build their future. Because the true measure of education is not the diploma hanging on the wall. The true measure of education is the kind of human being who walks out the door carrying it. And that is a future worth educating for. I wish you love and peace all, wisdom and understanding. Enjoy this day and give the best of yourself in every way. Take care.